All right, hello everybody, and welcome to STG Weekly, episode number 76. We are here once again, and it's a joy to be here, of course, and we're going to be bringing you an episode on Star Force by Tekken, otherwise known as, or they became known as Tecmo. And welcome to STG Weekly, episode number 76. Oops, had to pause there because I was hearing myself in the preview. But yeah, so I'm joined here with Frenetic for now. We might have some of the other crew come by, Trap or Soft Drink. But today's just a host show, I guess no guests. Kind of had a little bit issues picking a game this week, but we actually did talk about this game, Star Force, in the past on the Caravan episode. And you remember that one, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. This was kind of the one of the most influential games on the Caravan genre, actually, right?
Yeah, it fits right into the Star Soldier series because they used this game in Hudson's Caravan shooting tournaments alongside the Star Soldier games. So while it's not a game part of the series completely, it's just it maintains that Caravan essence just pretty much 100%.
Yeah, this is like where it all started, and you can see just how that lays out, you know.
Yeah, so I just got a demo of the game running right now, but yeah, it should be a pretty quick episode. I'll give you a rundown of kind of what's going to go down. We'll talk a little bit about the game. Pretty basic game. I mean, this is from '84. It's a pretty old school game, very simple. It's a shmup, you know. You shoot stuff. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a live play. And we'll be talking about some different secrets and stuff that are in the game. Also, Frenetic, I was going to see if you actually had any stories before you got into anything, because you're an older gentleman, so this game is a bit more relevant to you.
I am from the older generation. The F-man is very mature, but not all the time. But yeah, so I remember this game from... I used to go to this gaming club in Santa Fe Springs. They had a community center, and someone was really nice and put in arcade machines in the community center on free play. And once in a while, they'd rotate out. I'd go there to play board games and kind of role-playing games with my friend, Trevor.
When was this?
This was, I want to say, like 89, maybe 90.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, 89 or 90. It was probably when I was like 12 or...
Epic.
Yeah.
All right, go on.
This was, you know, it'd been out for a while. Probably the dedicated cabinet was like, oh, okay. Or the cabinet, it was probably a kit, you know, because it was localized by Romstar as Megaforce. So in between playing board games and role-playing games, I'd go over and play Megaforce. Before that, they had Mega Zone, which was like okay, but this one was like, wow. I mean, it had one button, great music, great sound effects, and this was like kind of where I just go over and play it all the time. And it's just, for being in 1984, it's really polished. You have these really nice tile graphics, you know, and just a lot went into this game, and it gets it right. You know? Yeah,
it does. Like, you know, like you say you just go and play the game, like it's because it was fun, right?
Yeah,
it's like you knew it was fun right away.
There was only one button. There's no bombs. You know, you're pressing. You get the best of both worlds. You like press to shoot, and then the power up is auto fire, and it's like they really figured that out.
Right.
And I could play for 2 to 5 minutes, depending on how long I'd survive. And then I was like, oh, okay, this other game started. And to this day, I still play board games and RPGs, and now it's shmups, too.
So this must have been one of the first shmups that, like... I mean, was this one of the first ones you played then, or...?
I would say so. I mean, like, I played Mooncrest in the arcade. This game in particular stands out. Galaga kind of too, but this game really stands out. And then like, you know, Zanak on like or Gunnak on Nintendo.
Right. Yeah, you have to compare this game to the other games that were kind of around. because Gradius wasn't out, and Gradius is kind of characterized by this kind of frantic gameplay sometimes, and I feel like this game is also one of the main characteristics is that it's right away, it's very fast paced.
Yeah, and
I guess that was kind of a trait of old arcade games. Actually, you'd pretty much start up and right away you'd be challenged, right?
Yeah, this too, and it has so many different enemies types. Like they have the waves, they have the ones where you shoot them, they split off into bullets.
Right.
It has all the fundamentals of like caravan games, like right then and there. So I'd really like to know who the designer was and whatnot. Maybe we'll look that up later. But
cool.
yeah, so yeah, played this at Game Center. Kind of planted the seeds for me to get back into shmups like years later. So
cool.
I have a lot of love for Megaforce. And one last personal anecdote. So I have a Megaforce PCB. It's sitting in the corner right now, but unfortunately, it needs a Tekken to JAMA adapter. So I've been looking for one, and hopefully this episode will be, give me the luck so I can find a Tekken to JAMA adapter so I can play Star Force. So
nice, cool. That's nice. Thank you for sharing that story. It's always nice to hear a little bit about the past when we're talking about these old games.
Yeah, there's a bit of nostalgia, right?
And kind of for me, we're going to be watching actually part of a Game Center CX episode in which Takahashi Meijin appears, or Meijin, otherwise known as Master Higgins, or the guy who can do 16 button presses per second. He comes on because there's a secret in this game in which you need to rapidly press the button really quickly in a certain amount of time to get a bonus, and I'm going to attempt it. But basically in the episode, Arno has trouble getting it, and Takahashi Meijin just appears. But we'll get to that after the live play. But I think we're just going to go straight into the live play and kind of just talk about a little bit generally about the game. We mentioned that a little bit that there's kind of waves of enemies. There's one power-up, there's an auto-fire power-up. And
the music is so good once you get it. It feels like, wow. I remember playing that, and I hear the music when you get the power up, and you're like, yeah!
Yeah. It's a bit triumphant,
yes.
Isn't it? But yeah, I suppose I'm just gonna go right into this here, and
yeah, just a heads up. Jamers asked to turn up the sound effects for the game.
Yep, I'll be turning it up for the live play now.
Yeah, and also people in the chat, once you hear the game starts, like, please chime in about the sound level as well.
So, my credit probably won't last too long. I'm not particularly great at the game, but I might do all right. Turn it a little bit louder. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, looks like I have auto fire set up for this. Let me turn it off.
No, dude, this already has auto fire.
Yeah. It has an auto fire power up.
The auto fire, I want to say it's about, gosh, let's see. I think it's about half as fast as like as auto fire that you can, let it go. So I don't know. You'll see.
It's pretty fast. It's pretty much as fast. It's pretty much I can't. It's hard to describe. We'll just wait till I get the power up. But yeah, so like the game throws kind of like waves of enemies at you, and then there's different enemy types. You kind of gotta know. Oh, here comes the that bonus I was talking about. So it's got a flash. I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go off his first try. He is the game now.
Well, then I died shortly after. But yeah, so you have to wait for the thing to flash white, and then you have to hit it like 8 or 10 times or something before it crushes you. And there's a little secret here where if the hundreds digit is even, that middle guy moves rightwards first, but if the hundreds digit is odd, he'll move left. And
that's really important, because then you can track it while you move and just like shoot it and see how fast he can kill the boss. So these letters are based on Greek letters. So first one's alpha, second one's beta. I think the third one's gamma. So.
Yeah, and then there are 26 stages total, I guess, and then it will start to do the infinity stage, which I don't actually know exactly what that's about, because I've never got that far.
So now he has auto fire.
And even with the auto fire power up, you can mash the fire button and get an even faster auto rate. But it maxes out so that you can only get so many shots on the screen at that point. Because for like a auto fire technique, a manual, I like to do the alternating index and middle finger technique, and that's really good in games where you need to mash it out.
Okay, so it's even, so it's gonna go right. Yeah.
And then there's also a survival rank in the game that's just based off of how long you survive. Oh man, I suck. There's some other things I want to mention, but they're actually in my notes, which I can't look at right now.
But yeah, you saw those ones where you shoot the enemies and they spit out bullets, and they block your shots too, which is kind of interesting. So I just wanted to point that out. Yeah, so you can see the ones where he's destroying like certain ground targets, the B, and then you get points if you get them all during the level. So yeah, you can see just all the basics of Caravan gameplay like here. It's just so complete.
Yeah, you gotta like it because it's got all the like ground buildings and stuff that are always around to destroy. Like they're never not around to destroy. So it's like you can always try to get a little bit more score. But I guess if you're doing a 16-hour run like we're gonna be looking at, that becomes a moot point.
Yeah, so guys, I hope you're excited to watch all 16 hours of this run with us here at STG Weekly. We're going to be having we got plenty of soda and water and pizza.
Yeah, so, yeah, apparently someone did a 16-hour run. It was actually in, I think the YouTube video said it was from 2006, so it was a recent run-ish. Well, I'm saying recent, it's like fucking 9 years ago. I'm like
we're old men here.
Still living in 2006. Ketsui only came out 4 years ago. But anyway, that's pretty cool. The game gets really brutal at a certain point. Around the 10th stage is when the difficulty really picks up. And then also you can leave certain enemies on the screen if. Well, this particular enemy I can, and it delays the next enemy waves to come. So that can be handy for just managing the madness.
I love these things where you have to destroy them and they split off into bullets, you know, your shots are blocked, but they also follow you around. The patterns are just really, you get a lot right.
Oh, I didn't get it that time. The secret bonus. I shot too early that time. So if you shoot too early, yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah, you have to wait to flash them do it, right? Yeah,
anyway, that secret though is probably one of the. I would say it's probably one of the most notorious or most. We'd say it's the most well-known scoring trick in shmups.
Yeah, I mean that variation where it's like, okay, you have to be inside it, then shoot it, you know, because it'll, you know, trap you into it, right?
For some reason, it's just like, it feels so iconic to me.
Like holding your fire, you know? That's a neat thing, whoever thought that.
So
the bullets are pretty fast, too. It's interesting. There's not a lot of slowdown in this game.
There isn't, no, and yeah, there can be a lot of bullets too. And apparently, I was reading on the Shmups forum, like the bullets are faster when you're farther back in the screen, but slower if you're like in the middle of the screen.
Oh, if you're being aggressive, they'll be slower. Wow.
So then it actually pays off to be like in the middle of the screen sometimes, I guess. But there's a lot of little subtle things that go into really making this game a full package. I think that's kind of what's cool about it. There's a lot of little like, well, there's soaring tricks and stuff, but
there's also a column
nice.
of green arrows if you kill. Yeah, if you see 2 columns with the green arrows in the center, you can if you shoot 16 in a row, then you'll get 80,000 points. So
yeah, you get a lot of points for those bonuses, that's for sure.
and then finally on the violet stage or continent, they call it a continent. If you see a Coelacanth fossil on the left side, if you go to the right and shoot, then Cleopatra appears. And then you shoot her and you get a 1,000,000 point bonus.
Yeah, 1,000,000 point bonus. Like, it doesn't get much better than that. It doesn't get more old school than that.
1,000,000 points.
You know, Rygar has a insane point bonus like that too. I think it has a 1,000,000 point bonus somewhere.
They probably got it from the same thing because Rygar was made by Tekken 2, right?
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that didn't occur. It didn't really occur to me to make that connection.
Mention that Aquas because they're actually on the same hardware. And,
oh really?
They came out very close, yeah.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Rygar is one of my favorite arcade games, also.
Also known as Aris no Senki in Japanese.
Yes.
But that's funny you brought that up. Wow, what a coincidence.
Huh? Yeah. Rygar Weekly. Anyway, I game over.
So for Rygar.
Yeah, AGR for Rygar. Totally. Anyway, I didn't make it to either of those other scoring tricks you were mentioning. They're a bit further on in the game, where you have the 2 long vertical rows of green targets, and then you have to destroy like 16 of them each or something.
Yeah, but you can see how challenging it is, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is a very good game.
Yeah, I mean, even someone like me is kind of versed in shmups, you know. I just had like a 5-minute credit or whatever. That was all I could do. It's hard. It kicks your ass. But like I said, I'm not particularly great either. But yeah, that's a little live play for you. So now you kind of get an idea what the game's like. It's fun.
It's a good game.
That's basically all you need to know there. All right, so I guess we can go straight to that Game Center video. Why not?
Okay, yeah, I have it queued up at 550, right?
505 actually.
505. Okay,
yep.
I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm queued up.
Excellent. Okay, so just once again, this is a little preface here. Game Center CX is a show in Japan that has been going for, probably like 8 or 10 years now. It's been going on forever now, but Game Center CX, it's a show where a Japanese comedian named Shinya Arano, he's the Kacho or the game chief or whatever on there. But anyway,
Kaicho is like the boss, you know. Hey, boss.
He does all sorts of game challenges and usually just tries to like see the ending screen or get a certain bonus. But this was actually the 5th episode of Game Center CX, and I think this is when they're still in they weren't even in full hour-length format at this point. But this was the Star Force segment, I think, that was shown.
Yeah, this is the Nintendo version. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was also going to mention too. Apparently, the Famicom and the NES version were different when they ported the game to America on the NES. Apparently, the music and some stuff it was just changed up a little bit. But I found that kind of interesting. I don't know why exactly, but
yeah, there are a lot of versions. Just to point out, there's like a Sega SG-1000 version. There's a Famicom version, NES version. There's a MSX version. There's an X68000 version.
Right.
There's the SNES version in the Caravan Shooting Collection. And then there's like a Windows version. And then there's like a mobile phone version on NTT Docomo I. So
it's one of those games that just had so many ports for being so awesome.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something else. Crap. Oh, no, I don't remember. All right, well, we can get into the video here. Oh, I was gonna say, I want you to read the story frenetic for this game. It's on the Wikipedia page. Let me give you that link. Or no, it was on that stage you linked me. Why don't you read that story for us?
Oh, okay.
Do you know the one? Or on that strategy wiki, it was on there. Because it's pretty serious.
Sure. So here we go. Story. In the year 2010 of Dimension Almanac, there was a mysterious planet named Gordes, which was moving in the darkness of the cosmos for the purpose of mass murder and plunder. Everyone gave up fighting against Gordes because of its awesome power. One day, a brave soldier riding a space patroller challenged Gordes to fight. People called the space patroller Final Star, wishing to be saved. You must bring an end to the murders which have been committed for the past 2,000 years.
Now that line is intense. 2,000 years of murders.
So intense.
Like,
there's been 2,000 years of murders, and you're the one that's standing up to this, Gordes.
Like, is he just like a cocky pilot, or what's the deal?
I don't know. He's suicidal. I don't know.
He's suicidal.
He knows that he must sacrifice himself for the good of the universe.
But yeah, I found that the story was a bit intense. That it was worth mentioning.
Just a little bit.
A bit intense, worth mentioning. All right, let's get to some Shinya Arano and some Takahashi Meijin.
Yes.
All right, I'll count down. 3,
Okay.
2, 1, go.
このままでは1秒間に8発5万点など到底不可能
8 hits in 1 second.
So he can't get it. He's been trying. He can't get it.
そう考えたスタッフは
Arino can
あ
do.
る助っ人を依
Arino
頼した
can't get it, but Meijin can do 16 shots.
伝説の人物に
Yeah, I think you need to do 8 per second to get it. There he is.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend himself.
That bald head, you gotta love it.
仙人みたいになってるじゃないですか。ちょっとね、年だから。
ファミコン少年たちのカリスマハドソンの高橋名人自らがデモプレイヤーであったスターフォース
Hell yeah, Meijin.
16連射という偉業を達成
Look at him.
雑誌やテレビなどにも
I'm
登場
looking
し
at my shooting watch right
その名
now
を全国に
myself.
轟かせ
I need to get one of those.
僕
Seriously.
スターウォーズ今やってるんですけど、ラリオスが全然
They talk about it later, I think.
できないんですよね。こうジョボン
ど
と
んな感じです？全然間に合わない？
8発いきゃいいでしょ。
はい。
7発ぐらいまでいってるんですよ。
本当に？
About
行き
7.
ましょうかね。
ジョイスティックじゃないですか。
そう。でこっちの方が多分
俺これ持ってなかった
操作しやすいし、
は
でこう固定して操作できるんで連射はそのままいけるじゃないですか。
高橋名人といえばハドソンスティック手元を固定することで操作
Now
性
that would be nice to own back in the day.
Yeah. Wow, look at that piece of
そして
hardware.
少年たちの自主トレアイテムシュウォッチ
Oh, they call it
10秒間で
Schwartz.
何回連射できた
シュ
のか
ワッチ
その記録が測る有野の連射はどれくらいなのか実際測ってみることに
Yep, it's the button press tracker.
言ってるじゃないですか。
ねえ、
89ってことは
89いきましたよ。
ほぼ9発撃ってるわけですよ。
Oh, he can already
と
do
いうこ
it.
とは撃ち始めのタイミングだけの問題ですね。ラリオスってね、
はい。
中心が白くポッと光った瞬間から8発なんですよ。
あ、光る一瞬。はい
でその光る前に弾撃っちゃうと、
はい
その分追加になるんで、
は
2発撃っちゃってると10発必要なんですよね。
Oh, if you shoot it before it flashes, it's more
いよい
tougher.
よ往年
Oh,
の名人
really?
高橋名人にお手本を見せてもら
Huh.
うこと
Because when I got it in the live play, I think I did it before the flash, so I must have hit it 10 times then.
でこの敵は
Because I thought I got it before the flash.
動かなくていいんですよ。
Slightly before. You can actually hit it slightly before, yeah. So here he's gonna just do it.
Takahashi Meijin is ripping it up.
Yeah. He's got that like kind of pinch technique.
危ない。
Yeah, like he's like tensing his wrist and just like kind
そ
of
して
spasming
いよ
it.
いよラリオスへ
ここら辺に言いましょう。で本当はここら辺もやっつけてなきゃダメですけど、
ちょい左なんですね。
そういう感じで、
すげえ。あ、もう始まっていった。
I wonder if there's a reason he does it off
そうい
center.
う感じで。
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe he can dodge the bottom
これ
part.
が高橋
Yes, the close-up cam of it.
目にも止まらぬ速さでいとも簡単に敵
Look at that. Look at that.
So
close up.
ちょっと腕触っていいですか？
nerd chills.
Can I touch your arm,
メジ
Meijin?
かいですか？
You're so
Classic.
stiff.
あーすげえな。一瞬っすね名人。
16連射の伝説その腕は確かに本物だった
名人なんか一回昔ここにバネ仕込んでんちゃうんか
Look at the size of that form compared to
His arm is big.
俺その噂があってね、あいいなと思ってやって
Takahashi
みたの
Meijin is you.
やってみたんですか？
うんボタン押せない
あ、硬くなるから。
いや硬くなるっていうか設置しなくなっちゃうんですよボタンで空間空いちゃうからだからスイッチ自体が押せなくなっちゃいますね
ありがとうございました。じゃあやってみます。
すいませんだからここら辺ちょっと頑張ってみてください
はい
光ってからね
はいわかりました。ありがとうございました。
どうも
He's like, I must go be a superhero now again.
Yeah.
光ってから撃つこととできるだけ近づくこと
Let's see if
それを
Arino
肝に
san
銘じ
gets it.
再度挑戦へ
Oh, he blinked.
It's tough. It's tough.
時間だけが
I mean,
体勢を変え
oh yeah.
Ooh, he's getting in a different position. Yeah.
That's like at fighting game tournaments when you have like the guy who needs a chair for his stick or something.
Yeah, and the other guy that likes to sit on the floor, you know,
the
maybe
floor
behind
guy.
or in front of the guy.
あ、惜しい。惜しか
I
った。
used to need like a little table for my arcade stick, but I got used to playing in the lap after so many years.
大丈夫？
Yeah,
や
yeah.
ってみして。できんの？
スタッフで唯一ラリオスを
Oh,
攻略
shout
で
outs
き
to
る AD
Snafu
登場の
Nordy
折
Games
手
for
本を見せ
the
てもらう
Chun Li Dan matches I played last night, speaking of fighting games. So.
Oh, cool. Right on. I didn't know he played.
Yeah, yeah. Arno fails and fail. Will he get it?
He's good at failing, that's for sure.
経過し
Yes,
体
he
力的
is.
にも限界
2.5 hours.
筋肉痛と体の疲れが症状として
He has his cold press on his temple
そ
and
して
his
挑
forearm.
戦すること3時間40分ラリオストライ
Yeah.
23回目
Oh, yeah, the double. The double. I've actually used one of those cooling pads. They're pretty neat.
Oh.
Like, they're quite cooling.
Oh.
Hey!
Yay. Go Arino-san. Yay. Kaicho.
Look at how serious he was at that moment.
やられた。調子乗ってもらった。やったー、できたな
愛の会心の笑顔ついに5万点クリ
Ah, clear.
ア長い道のりに終止符が打たれた
Very good, very good.
Special pose.
あ
Ah.
ー、すっごい目痛いわ。
So, yeah.
So we'll leave Arino-san play games an hour at a time.
That's
These
a
is
really,
wise words.
really good advice, actually.
Yes.
I've actually been following advice like that recently a lot.
Oh, good.
Because I always get burnt out, like, after playing games after, like, an hour. I'm just like, I need a break, you know?
Yeah, and I think that's good advice. And I think of the genres, shmups is one of those games where you can go after an hour. All right, see you guys.
It really is. It really is. And as I get even I get older, it's starting to become like a better thing that is like that's the case. Because it's like you get your hour and then it's like you're good, you know.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm telling you that is as you get older when you're working like I work 2 jobs now, so it's like my time is so important. But like playing a game, I'm just went back to arcade games because they afford the intense gameplay for, you know, how busy as you are when you get older. So, yeah.
Did you ever kind of go out on a side tangent here? Did you ever get into like the SNES era RPGs, Frenetic?
I kind of skipped that one. I got back into when I would say the PlayStation 1 era.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
think-
like you know, it's like I can't play RPGs anymore and that type of thing.
Well, that's when I moved from PlayStation 1 RPGs and PlayStation 2 RPGs. I would collect them and play them for a bit, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't play these I have no time.
Yeah.
So I mean, I played through like Shenmue. I love that game, but there was other ones
Yeah.
which it just took way too long. And I got older, and like those storylines aren't as grab
Nah, it's
have
true.
a hold on me as much as like reading a book or a novel
Yeah.
or some niche manga. So
Yeah, it's always nice to reiterate the convenience of the genre.
yeah.
All right, so that was fun. That was cool. Games Under CX, it's a great show. Definitely recommend checking it out. So
Okay,
I think,
guys, we're gonna
yeah.
go start our. We're gonna start our 16-hour replay of Star Force. So, so we're gonna start at.
We're gonna
I'm
start
just
at
joking,
0.
guys.
Start at 0.
I know. I just wanted to see if someone in the chat would get that. They're
Just be like,
"I
yeah,
guess."
we got a 16-hour run, and then we just leave the stream on all night, basically.
Yeah, I know.
Put it on YouTube. It'll take a few weeks, but we don't even have the So there's only the 3.5-hour video of this run, but yeah, this was a 17-hour run. Recorded the December 27th in 2009 in the Tsurumaki Game Center in Japan. This was played by SGP SVTNK. He has a Twitter and everything on this YouTube thing, so I'll probably let him know that we checked out his thing on our show. It says in the YouTube description, this is not the full 17 hours run. This only 4 significant parts of it that start at these different times. Oh, so it's like a compilation. Huh. Okay, well, I guess at after 8 minutes where we're gonna start from, it's gonna go to like a different part of the 17-hour run.
Yeah, he'll be in a different part of Infinity Era.
Okay. But yeah, so we're gonna be going straight to 3 hours and 10 minutes in. I guess this is probably somewhere in the 14-hour mark of the run. He's in the Infinity area where it just like repeats the same set of waves, I'd imagine. We'll get an idea of what it's like as we get into it. So let's start.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that's loud. That is quite loud. I will try to get that as low as possible.
So you're getting like these little like radius patterns of bullets, right? They're just kind of coming out, and then you have like those. Did you see how fast those enemies that came out are missiles that are just like, I'm gonna get you. They look like kind of Chinese stars or something.
Okay. Whoa, there's like big enemies that come from behind. What the hell? Yeah, the real window. Oh, Jesus, I'm full screen now.
The realness.
I was adjusting the audio there.
Okay. He's still getting like no miss on like the shooting the ground.
I mean, you have to imagine he has the game mastered. Like,
Yeah.
If anything can be considered mastering a game, like, isn't this pretty much it?
Yeah.
It's like 16 hours, and then he didn't even. I think there was a comment in the comments of the video that also said like he didn't even take bathroom breaks.
Wow.
Because
How insane is that?
because he needed to keep his concentration up. Is
He
apparently
probably
the
didn't
reason.
even drink any water.
Yeah, man, that's serious dedication.
That really is dedication.
Like, do you even see that kind of like dedication anymore? No, you don't.
No. But only in Star. He has to defeat Gordas because the 2,000 years of murders.
Yeah, this is the
has to stop
last
it.
star guy. Last star
Controller.
guy.
Star Controller.
I wanted to say last Starfighter really bad.
Yeah, me too. So I think he was avoiding those like really fast moving because he can't shoot them, right? Or I wonder if they're indestructible. So
there are these waves of enemies just frozen. What the hell?
You know what's really... This game's from 1984, and it doesn't freeze, you know? It just keeps on looping. You know, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, wouldn't Donkey Kong... Yeah, has the kill screen, right? We got a Donkey Kong kill screen coming up.
Yeah.
Are there any shmup kill screens, I wonder? There must be. We got a... what would be a good line that sounds like we got a Donkey Kong kill screen coming up? I don't know. Something that needs a ring to it like that.
Yeah.
I just like saying we got a Donkey Kong kill screen coming up. So yeah, those freezing enemy waves, pretty weird. It's like the enemies are so dense that they move slow. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, it's just spawning like all the enemy. It's just like they're like, this is the rank, and this is how many enemies you have.
Wow, that was like 14 power-up items there, and he like blew them. He blew them all up. I'm not even sure what to think about what I'm seeing yet.
It's pretty crazy.
Because I thought it was crazier than this, like in terms of the amount of bullets, but maybe it's just like this stage that's weird. Anyhow. Anyway, the developers were mean enough to like let you get to the 10 million digit. It looks like.
Yeah, right.
So counter stopping it just takes. It would take probably. Hell, wait, counter stop not even done yet. Then I guess maybe this guy's like this is the highest score. Maybe I don't know. 90 million is close to counter stop though. Maybe if it's 100 million. Who knows? Yeah, and then they said he did not use autofire in the comments as well.
Wow, how impressive is that?
Because like a lot of times in the Japanese arcades they'll have autofire set up for the games, but apparently he didn't use it. But he had. I mean, you have the auto power up, so. But it is surprising considering it is a 17-hour run.
Yeah, that's kind of dedication. It's like, well, I'm playing for 17 hours. You think you'd go like, all right, auto fire, you know, I'm playing this. But no, he's like, he wants to play it as it was presented in the arcade.
Yeah.
You know,
well, you have the auto fire power up. I mean, when you have something like
Yeah.
that, you really shouldn't use it.
Yeah, that's true. I was like, come on, guys, they thought of you already. No need to
Yeah.
get too much crazier.
I actually really like when games have a auto power up.
Yeah. It kind of
Sidearm,
recognizes that.
Sidearms Hyperdyne also has a auto power up.
Yeah, if you shoot the POW, right? A lot,
I think
and you get,
I
like,
think
the
yeah.
star or the Yashishi.
Yeah, it's one of the power ups.
I like that game a lot too. Very cool game.
Indeed, I'd like to cover it someday too. Another classic like this game.
So it's funny, like during the game, I mean, we're on the Reno Game Center CX episode, there's just that satisfying chaining the explosions, like the cha-cha-cha sound.
Yeah, the sound effects are great. That
It's
shooting,
very
the
satisfying.
shooting sound is it's the classic pew pew, you know.
Yeah, and the cha-cha-cha, like, you're like, oh, I want to chain. You're like moving back and forth to keep that sound going.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. That's a caravan thing right there.
Mm.
So he's doing like, you know, kind of fundamental shmup stuff. He's actually hurting bullets. a bit. It's awkward to herd bullets in this game because they're so slow.
Yeah.
And so that's actually like the big challenge to dealing with the bullets is that they're slow. So you gotta be really deliberate with how you kind of direct the bullets. All right, so we had a fade out to a fade in to 889 mil. We went forward like a billion points.
Yeah.
So he actually died. Maybe that's why they went here. Maybe this is when he starts dying.
Like, and he finally died. Let's see him. Yeah.
But this is about how difficult the game gets, even like in the first 26 stages, though. Like it gets this hard, so I guess this doesn't get too much harder. It seems. I mean, maybe a little bit harder, but or maybe he's just making it look easy.
Yeah, that's true.
That's always a thing that happens with shmups. People can make them look easy. Oh yeah, and we didn't really talk about, but like yeah, those smiley face blocks there. Usually you can find a 1-up item among them, but it's kind of hard to shoot them all down. Are the enemy waves random? You know what? I don't know. I think they go in a set order. I don't know. Oh man, he's gonna get that 90 mil.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, I basically just wanted to include when he got 90 mil for this viewing because it's too epic.
So epic. I wonder if because it flips over like maybe after this score or something.
Oh, maybe. Like maybe there's a reason why he stops at 90 then, yeah. So some enemies he just doesn't shoot, I guess. Infinity area 89.
89 infinity, or maybe it locks up at 90.
Man, he's got so many ships that there's a ship on the right after where it says 89. Dude.
You know, he's probably over here still not using the restroom during this, you know.
Yeah.
They're like, SGB, SV Tinks on, do you want to use the restroom? He's like, no. I'm still playing this game.
Oh, here's that secret we were talking about. I think there is another way to do it, but maybe he's just not doing it. I don't know. There's something we're missing here. Maybe he's not destroying enemies for reason of manipulating something, or
okay.
I don't know. But wow, those dodges. Those are some good ass dodges.
Yeah, those. Did you guys see that arrows in the middle? You would have to shoot those. Basically, stay in the middle and shoot those. That was that 80,000 point bonus.
Yeah.
What's also really neat about this game is when you're going through the different areas, you want to see like what kind of building structures you'll get in the next round because they change. You know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the landscapes do change. Yeah. He's dying before 90 million. I guess he just wants to get 90 million flat. What an asshole. Yes, he's doing it 90 mil flat. This is real. This is pro.
Idea of the other contemporary games here is like 1942, like Cobra Command.
Yeah, 1942.
Advances
man, yeah, this is so much better than 1942.
Yeah. I mean, it probably holds. There's other good games like Galaga 84, Namco, and probably Tekken were running neck to neck because they had Galaga, Gaplus. So, but yeah, ice cold
Right.
beer, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
Karate Champ. I mean, like,
This game definitely stuck out in arcades at the time, I would
Yeah.
imagine. I just love hearing the intro jingle every time. This is your reward for getting this far, is hearing the intro jingle on repeat. It's not gonna get old until it's over. So, yeah. He's just getting 90 million points flat, is what's going on right here. Man, there's 3 more minutes of this. He could have used
Come
the
on,
bathroom,
guys.
come on.
Sure.
But I guess the reason was he wanted to keep his concentration, so it wasn't... I don't know, like... Yeah, I've never even seen those buildings before, myself.
Yeah.
Those are creepy, it's almost Sinistar looking. Hey, what about Sinistar? Wasn't that like 84?
Yeah, maybe a little bit before.
Yeah, you had some pretty good shmups in the kind of 83 to 86 era, I think.
Yeah, I'd
Like-
say so too.
Like Time Pilot and
Time
like,
Pilot
what-
84. You know,
there's some others.
so yeah.
But like you don't see it's like you don't see the old shmups in that era like hold your hand at all for the most part.
They just throw you in there and you're like, all right, go for it.
Like yeah. I don't know. Oh shit, 90 mil. I missed the flip. Crap.
Oh,
I was thinking about something else. Anyway, he didn't get 90 mil even. Maybe he wanted the extra 9 there.
yeah, 9.
He wants the 9-9.
Like over Twitter or something.
Yeah, I'll have to ask him over Twitter why he went for the 900 digit.
Yeah. Your replay. So yeah, we should ping him on we'll tweet on his Twitter or something like
Yeah,
that.
we'll tweet him out. So yeah, yeah, great shooting game feat there on YouTube for us, which is nice. But yeah, Star Force. There you have it. That's really all we have.
Yeah, you know, we're keeping this short and sweet, you know. It's a short and sweet game. The Caravan edition of STG Weekly.
Yeah, I don't want to go too long, and I feel like we went on our tangents in any case. Unfortunately, the other guys couldn't show up, but it's all right.
It's okay.
It's all right. We got. I don't know. I got nothing for that. But thanks for watching, folks.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Just kind of skimming the chat here before we get off.
Any questions in the chat before we sign off?
Oh, he crashed into enemies that put it over? Oh. Oh, he was trying to avoid them by crashing. Oh, he must have messed up then. He was trying to get 90 million flat and he fucked it up.
Da-da-da.
He's like, ah, god damn it, I gotta do it again.
Yeah, now I have to get 10 mil. Oh, this run is over.
Yeah, Shed Ninja, I think, yes, what was the point of the 90 million? I think sometimes when people do like these endurance runs, it comes to a point that they just need to stop. Or that they just want to stop, or they feel there's no need of going on. Like in Gradius Rebirth, for example, I remember Alimone got pretty damn good at that game, and he got to like loop, like, I don't know, like something crazy, like 80 or something.
Whoa.
In the game. But his score just got so high, and the fact that he wasn't dying anymore, that he just like ended his score at like a 30 million or something like that, just to make it even. I've seen I've seen this phenomenon actually multiple times. I've seen Tivix, Gradius player as well, do that. Man, when was the last time you heard that name?
Yeah, wow. I think he
But
yeah.
That's the shmups from Gradius Legend is Tivix, who we never see and we never hear from, but he is really good at Gradius. And R-Type, apparently.
Him and Alimony would duke it out. I'll bring that up to Alimony next time I see him.
Also, yeah, Tivix, if you're watching, we know your secret.
Come back.
Come back. That's okay. All right. Well, thanks, people, and that'll do it. Oh, let me go to the title card here.
Okay.
Yep. So I just wanted to cover Star Force, a classic of shooting games, basically, and that's why I decided to cover it. Take care, folks.